A billionaire businessman decided to make a huge profit by throwing the whole of Wall Street against each other. And do you know what's the best part? It all started with just $100. Want to know how? Well, stay till the end. This is the story of how a homeless man outsmarted Wall Street and became a millionaire. Our story begins with a homeless man who lived in New York City. He was always smartly dressed and well-groomed despite his situation, which made him stand out from other homeless people. One day, while collecting money on the streets, he met an old friend of his from college who had become a very successful broker on Wall Street. The friend invited him for a drink to catch up. As they talked, the Wall Street broker told him about a secret challenge issued by one of his clients, a billionaire businessman who was looking for a good laugh. The client wanted to find out if there were any smart people in Wall Street who could beat him in a battle of wits, so he came up with a unique challenge. He would give $100 to anyone who walked into his office and asked them to double it within 24 hours and return it to him. If they managed that, he would hire them on the spot and offer them a huge salary. But so far, no one had been able to meet the challenge. The homeless man thought for a moment. He wasn't working at the time and could really use the money. First, he was a bit nervous, but then he accepted the challenge. The billionaire gave him $100 and sent him on his way with a sly smile on his face. The homeless man went to a nearby bus station where he saw an ATM. He withdrew $80 from the $100 bill and put it in his pocket. Then he boarded a bus to New Jersey, where a friend of his lived who owned a fruit and vegetable store. When the bus reached his friend's store, the homeless man got off, entered the shop, and asked his friend for a job for the day. His friend was happy to help and put him to work immediately. After finishing his work at the store, the homeless man took the $20 he earned and went to a nearby bus stop. He returned to New York City and went to the billionaire's office to collect his $100 back. The billionaire was sitting behind his desk with a group of Wall Street brokers around him. When they saw the homeless man enter, they burst into laughter. They thought it would be easy for him to lose the money and become just another statistic. But the homeless man had a different plan. He calmly approached the desk and placed the $200 on it. The billionaire couldn't believe his eyes. He thought the challenge was impossible, yet here was the homeless man with twice the amount. The brokers watching were shocked and impressed by the homeless man's intelligence. The billionaire was furious. He had thrown hundreds of people out of his office after they failed the challenge, but this homeless man had outsmarted him. The homeless man explained to the billionaire how he had used his head to earn the extra money, pointing out that if the billionaire didn't believe him, he could check with the store owner. Impressed by the homeless man's quick thinking and resourcefulness, the billionaire offered him the job with a high salary, but the homeless man politely declined the offer. He had proved himself by winning the challenge, and that was enough for him. He thanked the billionaire for the opportunity and left the office. As he walked away, he could hear the brokers discussing his every move. They were trying to figure out how he had managed to double the money in such a short time. The homeless man never looked back. He had shown Wall Street that brains could be used in more ways than money. And that's all for the day. See you next time.